clips. I'm on the 78. I like to, when I leave LA now, my route is take the 10 to the 15 towards Temecula and then get on the 79 because of this. That takes you to the 78. It's going to drop you down underneath the Salton Sea. You go left, you go through some sand dunes, and it'll drop you down on the 8. It only adds about 30 minutes to the overall drive, but when you're driving like 10 hours, what difference does it make? And it's just so much more picturesque and more pleasurable. And I mean, I'm not going slow. This is 4 miles off, so I'm doing over 60 right now. So it's pretty good. But this is one of the most beautiful areas of Southern California that people, I don't even think people, a lot of people don't even know about. From my brother on the drive. Like, I couldn't hear everything he said, but his wife's got COVID real bad, and I think he does too, so they're not going to make it. But on top of that, what's worse is my niece had a really bad car accident, rolled the car. She's got puncture fractures, broken ribs. He went on and on. It's really bad. She's in a hospital in Flagstaff, so tomorrow's my mother's funeral. I'm going to do that. I was going to deal with some of the real estate stuff down there in Huachuca City, but I'm hoping I can pass this off to my sister and then drive up to Flagstaff to see my niece. She's in the ICU unit. It's critical. It's not looking great from what he said. I don't know how bad it is, but it sounds pretty bad. So, one crazy thing after another. This goes for like, I don't know, I think 30 miles of this twisty, narrow canyon situation, and then it's going to dump me down to the desert, and the temperatures are going to climb quite a bit. Although it was pretty hot today. When I was coming back last time, it was over 100 down there, and as I climbed up in here, it got to 80, and the last spot you saw with the trees, it was like 78 there. And it just kept getting cooler as I got closer to LA. Today I left, it was already getting pretty hot. This is the thing that sucks right here, this truck coming. If you're stuck behind something like that on this road, you're just stuck there for a while. Hopefully I won't catch up to one of those. It's odd to me that they even take this road. Trick in the Astro van, if you leave this window up and keep this window down, you actually get a better breeze and you don't get your ears bombarded with crazy wind making you deaf. You actually hear the radio. funny thing about the maps, it does not show you all the roads on the computer screen on your phone. If it did, I would have been able to show that to you, so I'm a little bummed out. That was the whole point of this video. Anyhow, we got some sand dunes up here, I think, up over this rise here. I'm still on 1 tank of gas after Los Angeles, and I'm about 20 minutes from Yuma. I'm not super stoked with the way the van's running at the moment, but I think I'm going into a headwind. It feels like, ever since I got on the highway, it just feels like I'm dragging a sail. I'm waiting to get to Arizona to gas up because it's cheaper. That's Mexico. Just passed a border patrol truck too. The little squeaking is actually the door panel over here. Got the books in there, and you know, those little white Christmas tree inserts. I guess one's just a little bit loose. I'm gonna be pulling these door cards off soon to replace the speakers. So when I do that, I'll solve all that. I'm getting plus. Usually when I'm in Arizona, I get the 91, but I can feel the wind. It's a strong headwind. That's what's just killing me on gas, so I don't think the 91's going to help much. Anyhow, let me get something to eat. I'm in Yuma. It's about 12:30. Left at 7:30, so I drove for 5 hours straight, and I got another 3 hours or so to get to where I'm going. Maybe 4, I don't know. But I just figured I'm going to show you this in a second, and you'll know what it took for me to get here. At 80, and all these people are still passing me. Speed limit here is 75. Keep in mind my speedo is off 4 to 5 miles an hour, so if I'm at 75, 76, I'm doing 80, and there's just people blowing by me. So I was at Yuma, and I gassed up. You guys saw that. Then I ate. I'm on my way to Gila Bend. You can see what's happening to the gas. It's not terrible. It's I do about 83 right now. It's running fine. Low RPM, no problem. I'm gonna gas up in Gila Bend, just top off there and figure that out. I don't think I'm doing great. There's definitely wind. I'm definitely hitting a headwind. I'm getting thrown around out here. And I just wanted to say, I've been thinking about some of the things I want to do with this thing. Sure, I'm doing like 85 right now. It's fine. Hands off the steering wheel, perfectly straight. Remember, my van is not your van. I've replaced everything, all my bushings, my whole front end, everything. The only thing left to do really is the differentials and the engine. And I'm going to be re-gearing this to 410. I'm going to be putting the 235 85 tires on it, and I don't need any advice on this anymore. I've already made up my mind. The tires I'm running are the 245 75 R16s. The tires I'm buying are a lot lighter, and they're slightly narrower. The ones I'm running are 9.8 inches, and the ones I'm getting are 9.1. And I was curious if one of you guys could tell me what the stock 2004 Astro van tire is as far as the width, because I think those things are pretty narrow. I think, remember, I only have a 7-inch rim, so I'm kind of limited anyhow if I want to step it up 2 inches. I can't go to the, what is it, the 285 or the 265, because you need a larger rim, wider rim. So I'm limited on the tire, but I'm going to be happy with this. Just put all that out there. The other thing I'm going to do, I've put 40,000 miles on this van since I bought it. And I did replace the gas filter. filter at one point, but I think when I get back, I've got a great mechanic. Hasn't let me down. Very fair pricing, about a mile from my house. I'm gonna have him drop the tank, I think, and replace the fuel pump, just to be on the safe side. I'm not sure which one. If there's an AC Delco out there, somebody put a link down here for me and I'll get that. I think Standard and the Bosch are the two people are looking at. I know a lot of people put a hole in the floor because they keep replacing fuel pumps, but if you're replacing a lot of fuel pumps, it's because you're cheap and you're buying the cheap ones, and they're the ones that go out quick, so don't do that. Anyhow, you'll see what happens at Gila Bend. And catch you in a sec. One thing I didn't mention a second ago was everybody who's going with the 235/85 tire 16 that I've researched, they're all pretty accurate, or they're all saying they're all getting about 2 miles per gallon better going with that tire, and none of them have re-geared. So I went on that, what is it, the Grim Jeeper, and I put in the transmission and the tires, and I compared what I'm doing now with the 432 gears with the 245 tires I'm running now versus the new ones with the 410 gears, and the RPM range is telling me I should do it much better. My goal is to get 2 to 3 miles per gallon improvement. That's a big part of the whole thing. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, and usually I do Chevron when I'm on the road, but when I got to use the head, I go to Love's because they're cleaner. So much for the health kick, huh? I need a little pick-me-up. I'm on the 85 now, and I'm going to take that to the 90. It adds an hour to the drive. So all in all, I left at 7:30 this morning. I don't know what time it is now, 2:30, 2:45, something like that. And this is going to be a while. I think all told today, it's going to be about 11 and a half, 12 hours of driving straight. I once did about 13 hours on a motorcycle, straight driving, and so riding. So, you know, with this, I'm just sitting in the living room. Anyhow, I did check the oil, and somebody mentioned Marvel Mystery Oil to me on one of the comments the other day. I actually bought some. I put a little bit of that in the oil today, just a little. Yeah, I put a little in the gas tank just for the heck of it. I don't know if it's really going to do anything. I used to run that in my old Dodge, 67 Dodge 318 V8 Mopar, and I felt like it was good then, but I don't know if it's even good for this vehicle. So if you guys think that's a no-no, let me know. And no. So the good thing about a two-laner is I drive slower. So, you know, I'm getting 15 to 19 on this thing here, so that helps. So I arrived, and I realized I did a better short video of the back of this thing for Instagram, never put it up on YouTube. So I'm adding this to a little movie I'm putting together for you guys. Wanted to show you this, how that turned out. So again, I've got the tools for changing the tire under here. This is my camp chair. I don't know what I'll put in these other things, but I've got areas to put stuff. Obviously it's going to come out, get sanded, get coated. These two screws right here are important because they screw to a piece of wood that has two bolts that are holding the license plate holder. So now that's rock solid, super tight. real snug there. You want to make sure you're aware of that. Got the old school Royal Crown Cola thing here, which is real cool. I was able to make the factory trim work. Notch that. You guys know how that all works now. You've seen it before. I put this little coin here, and I got to put a washer behind it so it's easier to turn down. But you get the point there. That turns down. You've all seen this already, but just for the heck of it, put that, just fish that through the, oh, it fell out on me. You get, I know you guys have all seen this now, but I'm just fishing that through the, trying to show you that at the same time. And this here just hooks up on there with this knot. And you got your cutting board. I know the sun's too hot here, but that's the idea. So once that fold down goes there, this is pretty tall. I think up to this point down to about here is like, I think it's like 15 inches, and that's too long. You don't even need it that deep. I'll probably size one of those 2-burner cook stoves. I don't know I'll ever buy one, but that's what I'll size it for. So it'll fold up here. And remember, I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys or not, but this is curved. I know I talked about it in another video where people mention that they have a hard time with their fold downs because they're putting their hinges on the curve. That needs to be a straight line, like you see here. All right, that's a straight line there. It's curved here, but this box is straight. So when you apply your hinges, it's like a door. It's like a door jamb. It's no different than a door jamb. It's just going in the other direction. So you want to take a piece of wood and you want to shape it to the curve, apply it, and then put your hinges on that, and then have your fold up. And the beauty of that is you do exactly what I did here. The thickness here is the same thickness as here. So when that folds up, all right, as you guys already know. Oh boy. Trying to do it all at one hand. So again, you fold that in. So when this, I pinch the cord there. So when that folds up, you see it's the same thickness. That's key. See the paint on these hinges? These are just old hinges I had in the shop already. So I just wanted another one of the Alexander the Great coins I got in Greece. I have to put like I said, a washer behind that screw. This worked out great last night. I was able to reach in there to plug the cord in. So everything worked out perfectly, exactly as I thought it would. So that's that. I've taken these off and put them back in the rubber before and pushed it back on, and they keep pulling off. And I don't know if you grab it with your hand, if that's what's going on, but I'm going to get a new trim kit. I think it's steel rubber or something that they sell the replacements for this. So that's kind of the plan, Stan. Anyhow, that's it for now. Can't do it?
She just hit her head.
Your brother couldn't do it either. When a 7-year-old can't even use the toning wheel. All right, stand up. Let's show everybody how you can stand up in the van. So cool. All right, now leave me alone so I can take a nap.